Hi, I'm Dr. Bettina Callery from Cape Breton University, and I'm going to be talking about the analysis from Vignette 6. In this vignette, we meet Coach Donna, who's talking to her intern about the various athletes in the gym. She explains that she is inclusive of different abilities by treating them all the same. For example, she notes that her Special Olympics athlete does the same program as able-bodied athletes, and that classifications are great because it gives her a chance to work with athletes who can get lots of medals. She shrugs off responsibility to figure out her athlete's psychosocial needs as beyond the scope of her job. There are four main themes in this video that are generally regarding sociocultural approaches. Firstly, the coach displays ableism. She also displays ageism. She focuses on her own success, and she takes a narrow scope of understanding her work as a strength and conditioning coach. When Chris interviewed you, the stakeholders in the UKSCA, to discuss what you saw in this vignette, here's what you said in regards to these four themes. Regarding how the coach displays ableism. In general, you identified that while she is inclusive, this is a false narrative. She says she is inclusive. It's a false narrative. You said, you're treating them the same, just treating them all under one blanket. That's not inclusive. While everyone agreed that she spoke inappropriately, there was some difference of opinion regarding what she was saying. On the one hand, some people said it's totally inappropriate. That whole interaction is very much speaking down about Paralympic athletes. She uses the word normal a lot. She sets everyone else who's not normal as not ideal, and it's the opposite way of making people feel included. On the other hand, some people excused her behavior as semantics. I'm not exactly sure on the appropriate phrases around disabled athletes, and I'm not sure whether the different phrases she uses are appropriate or not. Some of the things she was saying were along the lines of what I believe, but I would have expressed them differently. She has the understanding that disabilities will affect people in different ways, but the use of the word normal probably isn't ideal. Regarding how the coach displays ageism. In general, you all identified that she was patronizing and did not instruct in an adult-oriented way. You said, no coaching, just shouting at him, but actually she qualifies it since he is partially deaf. It creates a bit of dissonance because she's like, I'm right. Her coaching seemed to be very didactic, autocratic. There was no interaction, no discussion. The intern has gone, what about the old guy over there? And she's not said, he's got a name in this facility, this is how we engage with people. Regarding how the coach focuses on her own success, you all identified that she was interested in coaching because of what the athletes could do for her and that she took ownership of their success. It's me, 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 me. The athletes are all mine, all my athletes. They're not her athletes. They're not her possessions. They're not her trophies. She's willing to engage with people with a range of backgrounds, but her rationale for doing that seemed not to be for the benefit of the athletes, but the fact that she could claim more gold medals. She's making the assumption that all will get classified, win medals. She's not really thought about what is the outcome for the athletes. She's just putting her own label on what's important. She wants to take ownership of the fact that the girls are good because of the program that she's doing. She's giving the impression that her whole program is coach-centered and not athlete-centered. She seems very sure of what she's doing, but contradicts herself a lot, which people do a lot. Finally, regarding how the coach takes a narrow scope of understanding her work as a strength and conditioning coach, you identify that she disregards opportunities to engage in holistic coaching based on the psychological and sociocultural experiences of the athletes, and that she creates a narrow top-down power dynamic based on performance outcomes only. You said, she's aware of what is the right thing. It's getting extra support, extra knowledge, but she can't be able to deal with that. She just ignores it and cracks on. Trying to understand the power structure in the relationship. The coach tells the athlete what to do and they go and do it. That ain't coaching. She's very focused on performance outcomes. She's not looking at the wider outcomes for the athlete. She's a very narrow focus rather than being holistic. Thanks for listening to this analysis.